Welcome back to Tales of Yavard. We are Mythcraft TTRPG podcast, and this is not our first campaign to Sea's Tale. This is Lesh's Tales, Finding the Lost Temple. With me today, I have Jesse.
Hey, I'm Jesse, and I'll be playing Relinket.
Kobe.
Small note from the editor, I was having a little bit of a problem with my mic in the first couple minutes of this episode. It will clear up. Stick with me just for like the first 6 minutes, and then we get it all fixed up.
Hey, it's Kobe. I'm playing Sam Danger.
Dan.
I am Dan, and I'm playing Abrams Stovall. And I think that stone foot's better than the original.
And last but certainly not least, we have Kate.
Hi, all. I'm Kate, and I'm playing. I think my name is Unwhy.
All right. And on the last episode of Finding the Lost Temple, you received your mission. You gathered together. You started off on your adventure, and your cart overturned into a sand dune as it shifted. Someone was launched out of the hole and landed very badly on a very sharp rock. Now, with that being said, you all are in the desert. It is hot. It is dry. Your frog friend has a lot of blood now soaking the sands. Go ahead, and everybody roll me a luck check.
Yeah, can I give you a fortuity check?
Yeah, I'll take fortuity.
Sweet. I will also use Fortuity.
Hey, that's the luckiest number right there.
25.
18 for Sam.
13 for Abrams.
You all are relatively lucky. Nothing is smelling the blood. Nothing is attracted to the moisture yet.
I think Abrams is over there putting like just a small layer of more sand on the pool of blood. Yeah, this will cover it right up. Nobody will ever know this ever happened. I can't recall. Did our wagon take damage, or what? Is it still serviceable?
Yes to both. It is not as nice as it once was, but it is serviceable.
We just repainted it with blood.
I don't think that's wise.
Now, Cat Buddy, you gonna keep limping around, or you gonna get hip hopping back onto the wagon so we can get a rolling?
Aha. Ha ha. Aha. He'll limp over to the cart as he's saying that. Just
Unwhy watching him limp can go, oh, I can help!
yeah. You helped, all right. I think I got it.
Yeah, maybe we hold off on helping so much.
Unwhy sits there and crosses her arms petulantly. I'm a good helper.
Yeah, I think Relin will take a nice, comfortable position in the furthest inside of the cart, just out of the way with the stuff. Whatever stuff is left.
You all were able to save some of the water.
Okay,
That's good stuff.
which we did save a
Yeah.
whole bunch of extra water.
Yes.
Gotta stay hydrated. It's important out here in the dunes. And we gotta be more careful about these dunes now that we're talking about it. You know, that was a little slippery slope we went down.
You guys probably still have this oasis that you guys have that has been seen before. Some people believe it is a mirage. Some people believe that it moves. Some people think that they can still hear the screams of the ancestors that were once there as they walk by it. As far as how long it's going to take you all to get there, the answer is unknown.
But we'll never find out if we don't get moving. Everybody ready?
Sam Danger's always ready.
Yeah, I'm as ready as I'll ever be, I guess.
Anwai is sulking and will walk beside the wagon.
All right, well, that's that then. And yeah, Abrams is gonna give the reins a little shake and see about getting us back moving.
Alright, can you all give me some awareness checks?
Would you take investigating or navigating?
I would take navigating, but it is going to be hard for you to help navigate from the furthest back point of the cart.
Would you allow me to counter my -1 awareness by giving me advantage for being outside of the wagon and actively not engaging with anyone in it?
I will be lowering your DC.
Cool. Sweet.
Man, Abrams in his 13s.
I nat 1.
14.
You're in a lot of pain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just bouncing around in the back of the cart.
Anwai is so. You got a 1.
I was gonna say you got a 1, but that's not a nat 1. So
Correct. And while I was lowering the DC for you, it was not going to be a 1. But what Mr. Danger will find out on the horizon, he will see a caravan of 2 carts pulled by beasts much like your own griffin.
Yeah. Now, seems like we might just be catching up to those other treasure hunters out here. 2 caravans out yonder. And he's going to take his hat, point with the hat in hand to show how cool his hat is, then put it back on his head
What's up with the hat?
for style.
yeah, I mean it's fancy.
Why do you have it?
So that way we don't lose it like you lost your foot. Should we get closer and see what muckery's going on up ahead, or should we stay here and watch from afar? What's the plan here? Maybe we think at least one thing through before we go do it.
Maybe they've got some supplies that they're willing to share. Replace the ones we lost.
Doubtful. Not on these waves. And if we're trying to get the same treasure, not all people are friendly like you and are doing this for a good cause and all that.
Anwai is continuing to walk beside the group, but has nothing to contribute of meaning, of any real significance, and so she's singing the equivalent of a desert sea shanty loudly and very off key.
I like to think I've slowed the wagon down a little bit, and Unway hasn't noticed.
I'm just walking ahead.
Yeah.
This is shanty, it's to the tune of a drunken sailor and has a line about like sand in your underwear and.
What would we know of people like who have been around the Oasis of this other group?
So, I mean, okay, so obviously, Victor Sorrel is known for being kind of cool, kind of charismatic in that way that is nearly abusive, right?
Wait, you mean that someone leading this expedition might choose someone less intelligent than them to abuse their skills?
Hey. Hey. I don't like the accusations you're putting out there.
I also don't like these accusations you're putting out there.
It's all a matter of perspective.
You know that the halfling will travel with a pair of extremely creepy humans. One of them wears petrified corpse of a sand cat as like a cape.
Yeah, that one in particular gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Sorry, you said a sand cat?
A petrified sand cat, yes.
God, gross. Can we lock these guys in the temple somehow? They don't deserve to come out.
I mean, I didn't see it myself, but I heard word that they were stoning cats once.
Them bastards. What type of sicko would do such a thing?
That's just awful. What did a cat ever do?
Well,
But again, he is known to hire very many people to make his life as easy as possible. So 2 wagons, very possibly to be him.
Okay.
and now that this has been pointed out, can we um, discern anything from this distance? Like, are the wagons in good shape? Are the mounts still healthy? Is there anybody near the wagons?
So the wagons were moving
Oh,
in the same direction. It's just that you guys caught them on the horizon
okay.
as they're heading out.
Are they coming behind us then? Not sorry, I thought they were in front of us.
Yes, they are in front of you. You guys seem to catch up a little bit to this and be able to see. Well, some of you are able to see. It's very funny because the 2 people that are in the front of the wagon can see the 2 wagons.
Do they appear to be going the same kind of direction we're going?
Yes.
Okay. I was thinking it was somebody headed like the opposite direction. So,
I mean, I'm a little surprised if that is Victor and his crew. He left a good bit earlier than we did, and we had some hiccups along the way. He kind of gives a side eye back. But maybe we shouldn't race. The Victor one, and not Victor ahead of us, but the Victor here in all of this scenario will be the ones who come back, and not the first to get there, but the ones to get out with the thing. So maybe we don't rush. Keep a little distant. Keep our eye on them.
yeah, maybe they'll fall in a sand pit.
Oh, you're thinking.
Every trap they trip is a trap we don't gotta worry about. So I ain't mad at that.
So, am I correct in assuming that you all are going to keep your distance, try to avoid detection, and continue and possibly just follow along after them?
I mean,
Is-
Abrams isn't making any attempts to avoid being detected. He's just trying to set a pace that keeps them in sight, but not gets us steadily closer. Like, he does want to keep the distance we have.
Okay.
Has anyone communicated this with Unwhy, or is she just like plugging along, getting progressively further ahead?
I think soon as you would have caught up and started going ahead, oh wow, well, just slow down just a little bit. Try to keep in line with us. We may want to let them go ahead. Unless you want to go join up with the people who have stone cats, if that's up your alley.
Unwhy having completely missed the conversation because she was too busy belting out stand shanties.
That was some mighty fine singing you had there too, by the way.
So, Unwhy would kind of blush and go, "Aw," and would drop back towards the group.
I particularly like that part about the sand and the undergarments. That's a thing I'm always having to hamper with.
No, that's a very, very now that is a very rebated. I can't say it. I can't.
Abrams is gonna reach over and put a hand on his back. Relatable. He's just gonna try to whisper it in his ear. Relatable.
Yeah, what he said.
As Unwhy kind of drifted back to the group, she would start walking them through like a call and response version of it and trying really hard to get them to sing along.
Relin in the back of the cart is definitely just belting out in a very like almost woozy sounding tone. Like he's lost enough blood that he's drunk without being drunk.
I think Sam would join it in.
Yeah, Abrams understands good team building, and this is a moment he's got to capitalize on this. So he's definitely
This is
gonna join in as well. Yeah.
So throughout the desert, the echo of, and that's how you get sand in your underpants.
Sand in your underpants.
Underpants. Yeah.
My sandy underpants.
Somebody give me a dexterity or intellect check, please. Actually, no. No. I'm changing everything up. I'm looking for charisma checks. Now that I think about it.
Ouch.
Savoir faire, persuading or deceiving?
No.
Oh,
Fortuity?
I say charisma.
I know.
Oh yeah, I got an unnatural one.
I crit with a -2. I crit.
13. Sam.
7 for unwise.
With a +3, it's 7. She's trying so hard to be part of the group.
She really is. And you know what? The group is working together really well. Sounds are reverberating
Oh, fuck.
off of the sand dunes and back and forth and just echoing out over the dunes. Every time that Relin does the call, it's even louder. Ends with a small croak.
Oh, we're singing.
As you all are singing and traveling, you would notice that the pace of the small caravan of 2 carts in front of you starts to pick up.
I don't think they like our singing.
I don't know. Your croaks have been pretty nice. I think Abrams will also pick up the pace to try and keep the same distance between them. But if he sees that they're like, if it's to the point where it starts becoming unsafe, he's not going to go over that threshold because he's very okay with them getting to the destination before them.
Are we going fast enough that Unwise is having to actually make an effort to keep up? Or am I just going now the pace that I was going before?
I think that you would be having to jog to keep up.
Say Unwise is now jogging. Unwise is now jogging beside the cart.
Fair.
Yeah, after some time of that, Sam would offer the front seat up and head to the back to just go check on Relinket anyways and give Unwai a break from being on the from jogging through the desert. Just, nah, Unwai, come take my spot. Get some Abramson company. I'm gonna check on Cat back there, make sure he ain't bleeding out all over our water supply.
Unwai is very pleased to have been given a specific responsibility and will slide into the cart and be very, very buddy with Abrams and be like, hi!
Okay. As you jump up onto the cart, I would like a strength or dexterity check, please.
Here we go. You said a strength and or dexterity?
Yes, a strength or dexterity check.
Let's see what we got. Hey, I could do strength. I got this. Hey, finally. Got a dirty 20.
It's actually going to be a little bit higher than that because I would have taken athletics if she would have asked for it. I just think Kate forgot that athletics was on her sheet.
I totally did. That's fine.
So it's actually going to be a 26. And she just launches herself from the ground into the sea.
I think Abrams was like in the middle of like looking back, watching Sam, like shouting back, "Hey, I'm the one who said I liked his croaks, but yeah, I guess you could check on him." Shit. Oh, hi.
Unwai is very much right up in your business.
This is easy there. Calm down.
All right. So you crawl into the back of the wagon. It's rickety. It's a wagon in the desert, you know. Yes, you have custom wheels that are particularly wide for it to be wagon wheels because that's the only way you're going to get a wagon through the desert. It is still a wagon. That being said, yeah, you see your I almost called him your friend, but I'm going to change it and say your rival. Bleeding only slightly
Frenemies.
now into the back of the wagon.
Cat, buddy. How you doing?
How does it look like I'm doing, man? Like I'm missing a foot.
Like you should have been doing some treasure hunting for money instead of all this charity act so it get you fixed up properly with that savings when you get home. But I can help split the bill.
Oh, that's horrible. Well, I just the money. It's not why I do this. You know, maybe I should start focusing on some different things. Gonna have medical bills. Horrible.
I mean, I'm not saying you gotta quit doing what you do. I appreciate someone who appreciates the history and the finer bits of it and wants people to learn. I'm just saying make sure you got enough money to take care of yourself when you're in a dangerous line of work like this. Cause, I mean, you got our extra foot. What do I do if I lose mine? It's on you.
Let's just try to avoid losing any more. That's the goal.
I think Sam would like kind of lean in a little bit, like tilts the hat down and kind of like lift the trench coat a little. So it's kind of like the two of you is like, I'm kind of terrified of that giant lady. I don't know what I brought in. It might kill us all.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, bud. Right there with you.
She ripped you like a rubber band.
Does Anma hear any of this conversation?
Hopefully not. I'm trying to be quiet.
I mean, up front, Abrams is also like full conversation mode. Well, you're like a precious one, aren't you? I mean, I really appreciate you joining on. You've been a lot of help. You even more walking for a time. That's selfless. So, Unwhy, how often you get into or up to things like this?
Oh, I go on adventures every day. Sometimes it's just because I don't know which way to go and I go the wrong way, and then I find new adventures, but I also find new friends, so it's kind of great.
That does sound great. Yeah. Gosh, I don't go on many adventures, so but when I do, I like to go all out. Maybe I cut a few corners this time. I'm not usually racing the clock. I feel about 80% responsible for what happened back there. I was also the one steering our the wagon, so I'm gonna try and do better for the group, for us. Gosh,
Are you worried about Rellin losing his foot? Because he didn't lose it. I still have it. It's in my pocket.
oh well, I'm a lot less or worried, or I can't lie to you. I'm worried. But I'm glad you still got that. Hold on to that. Gosh, that might be one of the biggest treasures we get out of this. Stories and all, they last a lifetime, many lifetimes. Could become a legend.
Oh, that sounds cool. I want to be a legend. What do you have to do to be a legend?
I'll usually do something like a big feat. Not many people could do, like rip feet off. Yeah,
Does that mean I get to be a legend?
maybe. It's all in the person who puts pen to paper on the history tomes and whatnot. We'll see.
You think somebody might write a song about me someday?
Well, I tell you what, if they do, I'll sing along with that one too.
Hmm. Yeah. We'll talk about the slingshot frog.
That's actually a good name for a song. So yeah, he's just nonstop conversation, being a good bit loud like he always is. So hopefully he's helping cover whatever conversation is happening in the back of the wagon.
Yeah, for sure. And as long as you guys don't change anything, nothing is going to happen the night falls. Are you guys going to be trying to travel through the night?
Terrible idea.
Yeah, Abrams, especially after somebody's already so hurt, he's going to be a lot more cautious. So as night starts to fall, before it gets too late and there isn't enough light, he will start pulling off and setting up camp and making a safe little area for people.
Um, and I take it everybody's helping. Now there is the small problem. Well, some people might say small, some people might say big. Of most of your survival gear was kind of lost in the upturning of the wagon, other than your personal gear that you had and your water. Did you guys have any starting gear that would be used for camping, or are we just raw dogging it in the desert?
Would you allow me to roll a scavenging with the assumption that Unwai has absolutely gotten herself into ill-conceived situations before and has somehow survived this long to find either a slightly sheltered spot or any sort of like a cactus that would have access to water or something that would be food like a jackrabbit or something like that?
The amount of things that you brought up makes me think of so many different skills.
Well, scavenging was the one that I was kind of thinking.
Right. I will take scavenging for, finding things on the ground. I won't necessarily let it used. Don't necessarily want it for hunting. I think there are better skills for that outside of scavenging.
Fair.
I do have a couple rations just in my pack that I'd be willing to share one with somebody.
Yeah, Abrams has a couple of rations as well. So I think between the two of us, we can make sure everyone's got dinner for the night.
I have a blanket, a bedroll, some like folding chairs, extra bed rolls. I have some camping material as well with my guy.
Okay. I didn't realize you had camping supplies.
Not all of it, just so a couple things like the hanging lantern rod, a blanket, a bedroll, folding chair, and then also another bedroll, like 7 rations, a tinder box, and like torches and stuff.
It almost seems very fitting that Sam Danger, out of everything that was lost in the wagon, kept his folding chair.
Okay, you want to know why?
Because it was attached to your pack.
Exactly. It was on the freaking cargo trench coat.
Yeah. No, with a 16 scavenging, you'll definitely find some smaller plant life.
If Abrams could, he'd take some of Sam Danger's extra stuff, especially like the lantern rod, and see about unraveling the canvas that's on the wagon and making just like a roof for everybody the lay under. There isn't much left in the wagon anyway, so if it does rain and anything gets wet, it's just the barrels of water. That's not going to hurt it. Kind of trying to make like a communal little tarp here.
Make canopy.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think you find like a small patch of like jojoba bushes that have grown together with that scavenging roll. Go ahead and roll me an awareness check as you try to set up this improvised shelter.
Okay. 22.
It is a relatively well-made improvised shelter. It's definitely not got the creature comforts. You guys don't really have wood or anything. Well, I guess if you decided to chop up the jojoba, you could have a small fire, but
Is there any chance Sam just after like kind of sitting watching everybody do it and be like have them still to camp up, he's gonna throw his Sam little touch on and just roll a sheltering check, pretty it up and tidy it to make it just a little bit more comfortable for everybody?
For sure.
That's actually that's a pretty good roll for me. So that's a 26 sheltering. Sam Danger is a bit of a glamper and has like all like the tie rod and stuff and everything, just pulling out things and pieces from all the little pockets, like just make it a nice little comfier campsite. Ends up putting his like little bedroll up in like a little like makeshift hammock for the night and stuff like that.
Okay. So you're good for everything except the hammock.
What do you mean? I got a freaking wagon to put it one end on, and then you put it on the ground somewhere else. You just stake it with enough tension.
Not fully off the ground.
Yeah, no, that way it's like a more like a halfway, and that way if shit comes up, you're not trying to fight to get out of a hammock. If you need to scramble up, you need to put feet on ground.
Okay. Yeah. And you light the lantern as the night gets dark?
And I do think we also get some of the little branches and twigs and stuff from the berry bush and get a small fire going. Not right under the canvas, so we light the canvas on fire, but just outside of it, so some of the warmth could waft in.
Hell yeah. Comfy, cozy in the desert.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to assume that you guys set up a watch. Is that a correct assumption?
Oh yeah.
And why would I mean, is not a great watch, but is almost certainly not going to go to bed with the rest of the group. She would stay up for a while.
Sam Danger is passing out as soon as he's in that hammock. So if he could be probably woken up for final watch or something like that if someone wanted to, but if you would turn to like he's like, no, that's how you set up a campsite. You guys would start talking about watching the fire, you turn back around and he's like fully passed out, hat over his head, he's snoring, got the coat on backwards, it's like a blanket, and just
Well, I know nobody likes the middle watch, so when you're done with your first watch, you give me a rouse and I'll cover it, and I'll wake this lump of a log here, and he could take last watch.
And we're letting our frog friends sleep?
Oh no, he's not gonna go right to sleep either. He's got so the only things he was able to save that was in his pack was all of his, paper and pen and ink and scrolls and his small collection of books. So he's gonna be on his watch. He's mostly just gonna be chilling by the lantern, reading books, going over his history books, stuff like that, refamiliarizing himself with the area he's already pretty familiar with. But just reading. He likes history books for the history.
So I'm going to break it down into 3 watches. Unwhy and
Relin Ket.
Relin
Yeah.
will be the first, so awareness checks. There would be survival skills here, so if you wanted to use your thing, Kate.
Sweet.
Would you take investigating? I know that's probably not gonna apply for just a passive watch.
No, I'm not going to take investigating.
Not bad.
With a 19 and 20, the first few hours go by relatively quiet. Off in the distance, after everyone else is asleep, you would hear what sounds like a small pack of coyotes. But other than that, your watch will pass uneventfully. Unwise, will you eventually go to sleep, or are you just trying to stay awake through the night?
I think she would be trying to stay awake through the night, but also she walked a significant portion of the day. And she would start to be struggling and would be standing up, nodding off as she was standing up. and probably just faceplant at some point. At which point she would wake herself up, walk, kind of stumble over, and kind of kick Abrams, and be like, and then just fall asleep. Like,
I'm up. What happened? Oh, well.
and she is now fully asleep before you are even awake, wrapped in like her cloak, but laying face down in the sand.
Relin definitely fell asleep with the book, like laying on his back, book landed on his face.
We're a bunch of treasure hunters for sure, dude. Not a care in the world out here. Fuck.
Abrams will definitely take a moment to curse himself under his breath for agreeing to second watch, but grudgingly force himself up and get to being a lookout.
All right, go ahead and give me an awareness check.
How would perceiving work?
Yes.
27.
Yeah, with a 27, you don't hear the coyotes because they've already went to sleep. However, as the moon is in the sky and you look out over the dunes, you do see someone starting to approach. I gotta remember Abrams' height, or I distracted.
I mean, Abrams is an average height for a dwarf.
Oh, so yeah, it's someone roughly your size, walking across the desert dunes. And if you don't comment on it, after about 15 minutes, they would approach your campsite.
As they're getting closer, Abrams will go over and give the hammock a jostle. Sam, keep quiet. You awake? I need you to be awake, but pretend to keep sleeping. Somebody's coming up. I think I'm gonna have a talk with him. If you hear it go south, I need you in on it.
Okay.
And then he's gonna go over and kind of jostle the fire a little bit and wait for this person that's approaching.
All right. So a female dwarf makes her way into the light of your fire. She has a rather large smile on her face. She got really bright eyes. As she's just like, "Hi, I saw your fire and I just wanted to come and say hello. Are you all okay? It looks like your camp is a little bit underprepared. Is there anything that you guys need? Is there anything I can help you with, maybe?"
Oh, that was a lot of words real fast. I'm a little groggy. I mean, this is probably one of the best campsites you'll ever see. I don't know what we're seeing different things. Perspective, really. Gosh, your smile. You're smiling a lot. You must have a really lavish campsite just over there. Or where are you coming from this late?
Oh yeah, so we're up over that dune on the other side over there. I was on watch and saw your fire and woke someone else up, and they didn't want to come investigate with me, so I just figured I'd come by myself. But no, so like your friend there doesn't even have a blanket, and like he's got a book on his face.
Oh yeah, you are looking at the epitome of comfort right now. Can I do, when she was talking about nobody else wanted to come with her and her camp's just over the way, can I do a check, like an intuiting check on that?
Yeah, sure.
20. When she's talking about nobody else wanted to come with her, especially, does there seem to be anything off about that?
No.
Well, I'm glad you came over. Shame the others didn't. Company's always great, especially out here. It's kind of why
Yeah, I mean,
like,
Victor really thought like you guys were out to like kill him or whatever. But yeah,
no,
so
um, I would never look. I don't like Victor. We are certainly rivals, him and I, but uh, we're also business folk, you know, and we're in the same trade together. I don't. I hope he doesn't want to kill me. I mean, we both want a victory over this, but I hope years down the way we could be in a tavern drinking, and one of us is boasting about who won, and the other's like, "Ah, well, shit, I fucked that up, didn't I?" You know?
I don't I don't know if he sees you in the same light. I know Dora and A-Rod definitely don't see you guys in the same light. They said that we should have planted a bomb on the road, so you guys had to run over the bomb and then blow it up, and then come and grab whatever gear you had. But Dora's kind of crazy, and A-Rod is super crazy.
I mean, we've kind of had a little bit of troubles, you know. So we really don't have much supplies to take anyway. It looks like Victor and crew and you might have a leg up on us. And I ain't here, and I ain't gonna be asking for no handouts. That's our fault. And if that's why we lose, and Victor and can be the one boasting, drinking years later, best to him. Um, but yeah, those I did hear those other guys. Are- they ain't the most pleasant of folk. Um,
No, can you believe that Dora didn't even want to come out with me?
uh, I'm just worried that you have a really big smile, and I don't want them to harm you. Hopefully, Victor's paying them enough for them to behave.
Oh, for sure, definitely. I mean, they could try and harm me. They know that they need me. Well, maybe. Realistically, that all depends on. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am not super happy with Victor, Dora, and A-Rod. Right? Like they're kind of depressing to be around. You know, Dora has a sand cat that she wears. Like, it's not a pelt. That's a whole ass sand cat that's just petrified.
I've heard the tales. Not seen it myself. I haven't gone out of my way. Truth be told, that kind of gives me the EBGBs. So I've kind of done what I could to avoid it. And when their names came up in the hiring pool, I've always made sure Sam passes them by. So maybe they have a grudge against me, and that might not be too great, especially with uh, their mentalities. But you're more than welcome to stay here and spend time with good folk. Now, I mean, we didn't hire you, and I ain't trying to poach anybody. Again, I do respect Victor, even if he doesn't respect me. I can't go behind his back and weasel his people out from under him. You know.
Are you sure? Like, really sure that you can't hire me? Like, I'm really good at disabling traps, and I'd really rather not work with Victor, if I'm being honest with you. But I can't do this for free, you know. A girl's got to eat.
Can I do one more check just to see it? Like, if I pick up any, like, she's actually worried for her own safety or anything, and she's just trying to hide it in this gesture here.
Go ahead and give me that awareness check.
Not as good. 18.
With an 18. Sam, do you want to make any checks? Because you're awake for this.
Let's see. The thing is, not really good at that part.
Oh, okay.
Try anyway.
Yeah. So that's just a base awareness, right, for intuiting?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. 15.
So it's not that she's scared for her life. It's that she's scared for her wallet. Is the kind of vibe that you're getting. She will continue. The reason that they hired me is because I'm one of the best people at disassembling traps in the desert at the moment. I mean, my master's a little bit better, but he's not in the desert. He's in one of the big cities. I'm not entirely sure where he's at right now. But you know, that's something you guys might want to think about, right? Like, how much is being able to disarm traps to you?
Oh,
20%
man.
of the cut, maybe.
That's like one of the only things I'm really good at. So I gotta earn my own keep and make it my being here worth the rest of my group. And if I brought you on, and then what do? I can't really fight. Can't really talk very well, though this has been pleasant. I just the need isn't there. But I will tell you what, because you have really brightened up my night. If you make sure to not rearm any traps or place any of your own bombs and stuff, if you don't do anything to harm my group, and we don't come across your paths that harm us, I will give you some gold out of my own earnings. So whether you if you do succeed, you'll get some more from me. If you don't succeed, at least you'll get something from me. You know?
How much are we talking? You just promised her gold, my guy.
Did I say gold? I meant silver. I'm silver. I don't carry gold. What? How much silver does something like that sound worth to you? You know?
If whatever you say you're gonna pay me, if they say they'll pay me more, I'm gonna do whoever pays me more. That girl's gotta eat, right? Like, this is kind of what I do.
Send that bitch to the dunes. Hunk shoe.
So if I'm being honest, like, if you're gonna buy my loyalty, you have to buy my loyalty, not just, you know.
I thought I was just buying your respect. You know, in this business, we should treat each other with a level of we're all in the same business, as that should come natural. But I know Victor and crew, it doesn't. So I'm offering you your silver for something that should be baseline.
I mean, this is our first interaction, yeah, and respect is definitely earned. You know, I came to you to tell you what's going on. This is me giving respect. Yeah. I'm just letting you know, Victor is out to win. He's not necessarily looking to play nice. All right.
Well, I ain't really the hiring manager, so to say. Sam,
Huh? What? What's up, homie?
I know you've been hearing this. Oh, what you think? Where we sitting?
I mean, I'm sitting in a comfy hammock hearing a bunch of bullshit. Personally, I don't trust the lick coming out of her mouth. When you value money like that, there ain't nothing that would stop you from double crossing, backstabbing, and triple backstabbing anybody, even your mother, for the right price. They're just not somebody you want around. I get we're in it to make money, but that ain't the type of money you want. That's blood money.
Well, sounds like hiring you's out of the question. I'll put 20 silver if we don't come across any harm from Victor and crew. Well, if we don't come across any planted bombs or reset traps or made traps. I ain't gonna hold you accountable for what especially those particular two do. But so long as no traps of any kind come our way from you, I'll cut you 20 silver from what I get.
I will say that I will not put out any traps that will endanger you all at all. I will not do it. 20 silver is not quite enough to because again, Victor is promising me 10% of the entire cut. If they set up a trap, I'm not gonna disarm their stuff, but I'm not gonna set anything. Is that agreeable to you?
Yeah, you know what? I'll take that. And look,
Buddy, old pal of mine, do you mind if I lay some wisdom down for you about the desert? If there's a group who's always in need of trappers and people to get rid of traps, and yet they all seem fine and dandy and seem like crappy people, there's a reason the trappers don't make it out. I like to make jokes and all about bringing Kettle on to have him set off some traps, but those are jokes. You're bait. Just be careful who you run with. Is that 10% really worth your life?
I know I'm bait. The difference between bait and people that are looking to succeed is the knowledge of the situation. Obviously, they're going to use me. You don't hire somebody if you're not going to use them.
Z, I mean, I can agree with that statement, but those people use them like tools, not like valuable assets of a team. You're just a cog in their machine of money. You gotta get with the right people, and I think the way you're presenting yourself is shoot that you belong with those type of people. Just saying, first impressions are a big old important thing out here in the desert. You come out here sulking out the dirt, talking about how we suck and you're better than us. What do you expect us to do? Just hire you on the spot? You come on.
I never said that I was better than you, Frank. I said that it looked like you guys had ran into some trouble and then pointed out the fact that your friend there doesn't even have a blanket.
I mean, that one doesn't even have a foot anymore, so it's just been a lot
Wait,
of
what?
trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, we do real good once we're in the dungeons. If you were like a desert expert and we're good about this spot, you probably will be hot on the spot. We're good once we get in. Getting there has always been our problem.
Look, I think we're doing you a favor by not hiring you. But if
There's a reason we're a ragtag team who trust each other's back. Because we don't got money or skills to get through. We just got each other.
As you say this, Unwai rolls over and she's definitely cuddling with the frog foot.
You know, we give Dora a lot of shit about that sand cat, but that might be worse.
You might not be wrong. I guess I judged a little harshly on first interaction. I think Sam at this point would like actually stand up and like go for a handshake. I apologize. I had just woke up. I was feeling hostile and offended because it's been a mess and you called it out. And that's a sore spot for people like me. And I'm being real vulnerable right now because, yeah, pleasure to meet you. I'm Sam Danger.
She shakes your hand back and she's just like, I am Marifton Oakengut. Most people just call me Oak.
well, Oak, I am Abrams. Pleasure to meet you. And this is us not hiring you is me showing you respect because you're probably better off But look, if we win, I can't promise you any percentage. We've already got our teamed out and whatnot. But if you want us to put your name on the findings as a form of mutual respect, so you won't get any earnings per se, but you'll get my 20 silver, and we can put your name on it. So if other people are looking to hire people for jobs, you could use this as future perspective for yourself.
That is mighty respectable of you. Now, I have to go back. If I hang out too much longer, Dora might get suspicious.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you better keep safe.
It was wonderful meeting you. Perhaps on the next job you will remember me.
Yeah, you brush up on how to survive in the desert. We just might need you.
I've lived in the desert my whole life.
I mean, so have I. Doesn't mean I'm great at it. Look at his foot.
And then she walks off. She will walk off. What you will notice if you are actively watching her, once she leaves the firelight, you guys no longer see her.
Shit.
Oh, snap.
Take that name down, Sam. Might be a future prospect for us to get up to other jobs.
Did you happen to keep any of your ink and quill and all that madness? Because it seems I am fresh out.
Points over at Relin. He looks like he's got plenty.
Yeah, I try not to wake him when I steal his pockets. I'm gonna go
Fair.
search through Relin Cat's stuff. Pen and paper. Can I roll a scavenging check to scavenge through his stuff?
Yeah, sure.
I rolled a 9 on awareness. Jesus. This is definitely not the first time.
Oh yeah, no, I've been in this man's pockets for many occasions.
For many reasons.
Can I add one more thing retroactively that I was looking for during my scavenging earlier that I would not have told the rest of the group about?
Sure.
I would have been looking for the skeletal remains of appropriately sized creatures to find a some sort of bone that could be used as a foot.
Bone peg leg. I love it.
You're able to find some small creatures, but they are small. They will not support the weight of this man.
I am still
mean,
bringing back the
He
random
is also
foot bone. It
Hey,
is
you
coming
could
with me, and I am
decorate-
going to offer it to him when he wakes up.
You could decorate the stone slab with the bones.
Like bedazzled, but bone. Bone dazzled. Bone dazzled.
bone dazzling. Oh, no, he's medium.
Okay, when I say small creature, I mean like a freaking like raccoon-sized creature foot.
Yeah, he's like 4 foot.
The rest of your watch will be uneventful. Sam is waking up for the last watch again after passing back out after that interaction.
Seb will stay up and do his watch at the perceiving.
Yeah, I'll take perceiving.
Well, since you ain't using it, he's gonna go get in the hammock.
A 24 for Sam. What if we didn't? That's a nat
Oh,
one.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Let's go. Let's go.
On a
Let's
plus
go.
18 bonus,
Yeah,
which is
I'm
fucking terrifying.
terrified. What the fuck is happening right now?
As
I've
you
never
look
been happier
out-
in that one.
right. As you look out and about, you see kind of wandering around the dunes, kind of crisscross like they're trying to search. Um, you see two humans, one with a large fur thing on their back.
Okay. Seeing that, how close are they when I notice them?
I mean, you definitely notice them as soon as they crest over the dune.
Okay. Seeing them crest over, I'm just gonna. I don't know if I want to re-wake up Abraham. He just got his watch. So actually, yeah, no. What I'm gonna do is seeing them come. I'm gonna go over to Unway and Unway, my big friend. I might need your assistance. You mind getting up? I guess I'll get you some extra bottles of grog when we get back in town.
And why would one eye flash open? She would be upright, hair sticking up in all directions, cape kind of askew. What?
It seems we got some not so friendly friends coming to take a visit, and you are indeed the muscle. So if I need to break some heads, I'll say on why smash or something along those lines, and you know to punch them. Sound good?
In a moment of weird intelligence, she would go, ambiguity is problematic. Smash works.
Sam is fully taken aback and is like, I mean, smash works. And is just like kind of shocked and like shakes his head and just slowly turns around and like goes to kind of like meet them in a way, because I think there's, if I can see them being sneaky, I'm gonna be prepared. We just rather have, instead of them be surprised, I'll just be like, let them know I'm watching them pretty much when they show up.
Having not received clear instruction, Anwai is going to skip behind you. Which probably looks a little bit menacing. In fact, can I roll a menacing on my skip?
Yes, please. I want to see how menacing the skip is.
Oh my fuck.
Nat 20 for a menacing skip.
Of 26.
You start skipping, and the joyful giggle as you're skipping towards your opponents is such a mind fuck that these two humans will obviously hear you and see you approaching, will then turn around and start running the fuck away.
Whatever you like to drink when we get back for the whole rest of the day, you can bleed me dry. That was the most beautiful, scary thing I've ever seen in my life. I need to go change my pants.
Anwai is so confused. She's like, no smash?
Your skip was so smashing that it seems they were terrified and back at their camp and may never approach us again. So I think you smashed their minds on why their minds are broken. Broke them.
Anwai would have the look of a computer processing, like, spinning circle of doom. Give me a minute, and then go, okay. And would skip probably every bit as menacingly back to the camp.
Oh, God.
It is terrifying.
It was terrifying to the enemy. It was inspiring to the allies.
Yeah, Sam's bricked up right now. I don't think I've ever had a fear boner in my life. This is a new experience. I'm surprisingly turned on right now.
Oh my god! Like I had an idea that we needed to stop around 1 my time anyway, because I do have work in the morning and I kind of need some sleep. But
Fully fully Meet the Pyro vibes, right? Like, she has no idea how fucking terrifying she is. She's in a world of bubbles and rainbows.
Yep, I love it so much.
But also, I will never ever, no matter how long I play Mythcraft, top a menacing skip at 26. I won't do it.
It's so good.
Then I'm running.
That's literally a milestone moment right there.
For sure.
Oh my god. Oh,
Man, let me go change my britches and I can finish my watch. You mind holding the fort for just a second, Unway?
Unwise still slightly menacing, just the ambient air. Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Sam's gonna go change into another pair of cargo pants. These ones a little bit more PJ for the rest of the night, a little comfier, like sweatpants version of them, and is gonna finish up his watch by the fire. So that I might go back to bed, and then when morning,
Does he specifically call Unwai back? Because otherwise, she's just going to continue walking in circles around the camp.
not realizing it the first couple laps, it definitely like the third time you cross his vision, he's like, "Oh wait, what? You can? I'm sorry. You can go to bed now. I apologize. You're allowed to sleep. Your job is done. You smashed the mine. You completed it successfully. Apologize for not telling you sooner. I got to get better at being direct with you, it seems."
Say, having now had permission to not continue walking, and she did warn you that ambiguity was problematic. Unwai would be like, okay, and any rational person would be like, oh, I should put myself in the middle of the camp next to the fire, whatever, to go to bed. Unwai just stops where she's at because she's like, sand over here is just as good as sand over there, and she's just gonna drop again and go back to sleep.
I really picked a good one with that one. Proud of myself.
And a few hours later, the sun will rise over the dunes. And that is where we're going to end this episode. To all of our listeners, thank you very much for listening to Tales of Yvard. Check us out on any social media platform that you have as Tales of Yvard. That is Y''VARD. We would like to send a special thank you for Dan for joining us tonight. And go ahead and give us a rating on whatever podcatcher you choose. We read every comment and we appreciate each of them. And join the Discord if you ever want to feel like you want to talk to any of the wonderful people in there or any of us. Bye.